Hello, this is Renee, and welcome to my channel, whether it's YouTube or TikTok. I don't think I did so well with my first introduction, mainly because my sister had just passed and I was trying to get back into social media. So I really didn't like the way it looked, and sometimes that really shouldn't matter, and sometimes at my age it does matter. Anyway, my introduction is this. I love writing. I'm an author. I have 5 books on Amazon. I'm also a motivational speaker, a coach, acting coach, that is. And I love directing skits and plays, which I've done a whole lot of them. I'm also thankful to God that I am a very happy mother and grandmother. When I say that I come on here and I have a lot to tell, I really do have a lot to tell. It could be in various topics. Like I just recently did Michael. I only did that because I realized that I am still a fan of Michael. And I'm glad that even though I've never been able to go to any of his concerts or mainly see him on television, TV, or anything like that, it was a really great experience going with my family to go to IMAX to actually see the debut of the movie Michael. But my main concern of topics would probably be focused more on justice, the mess that seems to be happening in this world in front of the scene and behind the scenes. We're talking about, like when I mentioned state representatives or courthouses, police stations, any facility that is not doing what they were implemented to do. I'm basically like speaking on that. And I'm glad that God has given me a voice so that I can speak what's on my mind, because a lot of people are not listening. And they don't have to. Everybody has that right. Everybody has that choice. But I'm praying to God that I'll be able to reach out, especially to the younger generation that needs to know what's happening in this world behind the scenes that people don't even know about. So you can be careful and not be a part of that, or either God instructs you and guides you to handle the matter a totally different way. I still say if a state official or government official is not doing what they're supposed to do for their constituents, in other words, don't be selected and help who you want to help. We're all constituents and we have all put in our votes. And if we vote you in office, you need to listen and address every concern, not just the people you know or the people that sort of like the cliques in church, which is sickening to me. But anyway, there will be numerous things that I will be speaking on. And I can't say exactly what it's going to be. I let God guide my mind as well as my heart to speak on things that might just come instantly, and then it might not be so instant, but don't think it's not on my mind. I'm already thankful to God for allowing me to do this again. I'm thankful to those who have subscribed, even though I know I said I didn't want subscribers or followers, but I'm thankful to God for those that are following me and the ones that's coming in that's going to follow me. And I'm praying to God that I'm saying something that helps. I mean, if you're so young and it doesn't help you, I'm praying that you can mention it to your family members that are around my age that need to know this, like Social Security and how old we have to be to get Social Security. And I just think it's unfair about a lot of things that they're preventing us from getting while we're still here on this earth. And whatever affects me and my generation affects my children and my grandchildren and so forth going towards the future. And if nothing is ever done about it, I don't think it's right. We have voices. We need to use those voices. And if they're not listening to us when we vote, we need to get out there like a lot of people do on social media and say what's going on and say what's happening. Believe it or not, I always wanted to be a journalist, but I wrote what I felt in my books. But my best-selling book right now is called Shirley, if anybody is interested. And it's about how God saves me and my family from domestic violence of almost 17 years. So I know what it's like to get hit in the face, punched, cursed out, mistreated, locked in the house, put down. So I'm not in this alone. It's a shame to say, but this affects a whole lot of people. You know, men, women, children, the elderly, even animals. I'm even against that kind of abuse. So I'm praying to God that this channel will keep growing and that He will use me in a mighty good way to instruct and educate a lot of people that probably don't know about the things that are going on in this world. Like I said, that people don't know and they can't see. I didn't ask to become involved in circumstances that affected me in a horrible way. That's not something I chose. That's not nothing that I wanted to be a part of. It just happened. And because it's still happening, 20 plus years later, I feel like something should be said or done about it. I have all the proof that I need. So I'm not going to come to you speaking to you on something that's based on a lie. I know about all of this. And stay tuned for a lot more because I have a lot to tell.